In the rough, first-found state, the diamond is completely unpretentious. It needs cutting and polishing before it can become a rare and unduplicated discovery. And polished, it is transformed into pure and crystal beauty, the symbol of perfection and of the everlasting. This is the story of a diamond shorn of all roughness. It is the story of a state where diamonds are to be found literally in the ground and where new progress grows daily from the same ground. It is the story of a state's people and of a process of polishing, of moving ahead. This is the story of Arkansas as it can be told today. You see, great changes have taken place. Once thought of as a quaint, slumbering state, Arkansas today is not sidestepped by time. It has experienced an industrial explosion, taking full advantage of its many resources and abundant raw materials. Its transportation complex and an ideally strategic location both to the booming Southwest and to the nation. Its workable labor force and its own raw land, all working together to provide industry with the brightest and most profitable plant location site under the sun. So welcome to Arkansas, the true land of opportunity. One thing working for Arkansas is a wealth of natural resources, like water. On the state's surface, more than 500,000 acres are water, winding rivers and streams. Deep, clear lakes furnishing water for consumption, industrial use, and recreation. The Arkansas River cuts the state diagonally from Fort Smith in the mountainous northwest to the flatlands in the coastal plains region of the southeast. Arkansas itself borders to the east on the mother of all rivers, the Mississippi. Forests make up 62% of Arkansas's land. About 25% of Arkansas's verdant, rich land is used for agriculture. An average of $950 million worth of farm products are transported to market each year, making Arkansans more than just surface conscious of the bountiful countryside. Much of the produce not shipped fresh is now processed in Arkansas. Chief crops include cotton and soybeans, rice. Arkansas has established a worldwide market for its poultry products. Weather-wise, Arkansas has short, mild winters. Moderate summers give a taste of weather extremes, but not enough to become uncomfortable. Temperatures average yearly from 37 to 83 degrees. And a 48-inch average precipitation yield each year keeps Arkansas's streams and lakes full and its fertile land green and rich. Every industry needs power and fuel to operate, and long-term utility rate contracts of up to 30 years are available in Arkansas. This is made possible by the abundant fuel resources taken from the soil and an excess of power produced by a complex of generator and transformer stations. Petroleum and petroleum byproducts make up one of the major industries in Arkansas, largely in the black gold section of the south near El Dorado. Here, a major gas transmission line across the northern part of the state brings in vast sources of low-cost natural gas from western Arkansas. This, plus 345 miles of extra high-voltage power lines crisscrossing the state, assures Arkansas industry of low-cost, reliable power wherever needed. And it makes possible the industrial availability of some of the lowest rates in the nation. Arkansas's population has reached the 2 million figure, and a projection for 1980 reveals that it will climb by another 1/4 to 500,000. The most populated area is Pulaski County, home of almost 300,000 Arkansans, and the capital city of Little Rock. It is also home for Strategic Air Command's Little Rock Air Force Base. 23 out of every 100 Arkansas workers are employed in industrial jobs. The United States average is 29. In 1940, 52 out of every 100 Arkansas workers were agricultural workers. Now this figure has dropped to 9, and it is still declining, with more and more workers being absorbed into industrial or manufacturing jobs. Yes, Arkansas has changed from a predominantly agricultural state to one which is represented by industry. Since 1949, Arkansas has outpaced the rest of the nation in the swing to non-agricultural activity. And by 1980, Arkansas's industrial employment is expected to increase by almost 200,000 workers over that of today. The most plentiful labor source in Arkansas is semi-skilled and unskilled. This is due to the relatively recent shift from agricultural work to industrial. However, this economic labor force is evolving to a growing supply of skilled workers, partly because of a carefully planned complex of training schools strategically placed throughout the state, operating the year round. The number of manufacturing workers has more than doubled since 1949, and their payroll is 5 times greater. And as the wheels of progress continue to turn, Arkansas delivers the goods to readily accessible markets in every direction. All states have beautiful modern highways, railroads for freight service and for passengers. And they have jet service which links people to all parts of the world within a matter of hours. Arkansas has all of this and 2 important extras: an inland waterways system considered America's most promising, and a geographic location that places 75 million people, or nearly 40% of the nation's population, within 500 miles of Arkansas's borders. It is estimated that this area within 500 miles encircles more consumers than would a 500-mile radius from any other point in the Southwest. Opening up a new frontier to industry in the Southwest is the development of the Arkansas River. This $1.2 billion project will provide continuous water transportation from Fort Smith in the northwest, down past Little Rock and Pine Bluff, and on into the Mississippi River, the Gulf of Mexico, and the seaports of the world. This all leads to the fact that transportation-wise, Arkansas has unique industrial advantages. And this is why its natural resources are being polished daily and are beginning to shine with a luster becoming brighter by the minute. A decade ago, Arkansas lost some of its outstanding young people to other states because of more apparent job opportunities. But today, the picture has changed. The state now boasts educational plans with some of the most modern, completely equipped facilities in the nation. And more graduates are staying in Arkansas than ever before. Seeming to slumber peacefully as it snuggles into the heart of the Ozark Mountains, the University of Arkansas is typical of the state's 23 Near Fayetteville, 17 other cities and towns in Arkansas besides Fayetteville are college towns. 8 schools are state supported, and they alone enroll nearly 34,000 students each year. The Graduate Institute of Technology is centrally located in Little Rock, supplying industry with up-to-date research facilities, laboratories, scientists, and technology necessary for encouraging and maintaining industrial progress. A comprehensive research-oriented medical center is also located in Little Rock and is a branch of the University of Arkansas. A model for the nation in mental health is the Arkansas State Hospital. A facade Arkansas sometimes puts on is the anachronism of the hillbilly state. This folklore quality is a heritage of which Arkansans are proud, shown by the establishment of $1 million folk cultural center in the foothills of the Ozark Mountains. The Arkansas Arts Center in Little Rock indicates the keen interest of Arkansas people in the fine arts and is a showcase for the entire state, recognized as one of the finest of its kind in the nation. Nature's plenty is just a step away from the fast-beating pulse of Arkansas's cities and towns. Although in the mainstream of progress, the people enjoy the nearby pleasures of life that only Arkansas can offer in such great availability. Arkansas is truly a vacation land of natural beauty. Visitors find breathtaking scenery in Arkansas just miles apart. Coming south from just below the Missouri border and on through the rolling mountains toward Little Rock and central Arkansas, the visitor is astonished to find himself suddenly in the flatlands lined with whispering pines. People come from all over the nation to see Arkansas for themselves, and many find their way to world-renowned Hot Springs National Park. This resort spa is visited the year round by people who take advantage of its mountains, valleys, hot mineral baths, and shops and galleries. Yes, all this is Arkansas. You must be a part of Arkansas to fully appreciate its many wonders. The bonus of a vacation land plus the educational climate tailored to industry's needs. There are several methods of financing industrial sites and facilities in Arkansas to obtain the financing most advantageous to industry. So far, $500 million in industrial financing coupled with favorable labor legislation offers proven profitability for Arkansas industry. The state government is industrially aware, and it wants to provide both worker and industry a good climate in which to work. The result is a growing Arkansas that both appreciate more each day. Industries that spark America's economy are already part of Arkansas. They include names that are household words, names like Firestone, plants like that of Olin Chemicals. There are plants that produce interleaved business forms by standard register, Whirlpool of aluminum, fractional horsepower motors by Emerson Electric, and frozen dinners by Campbell Soup's Arkansas plant. Add more names here. And here, hoisting, for example, herbicides from Hercules Powder Company, from Georgia Pacific and others in the timber industry. More names for size, like A.O. Smith in plastics, Monsanto in chemicals, and Reynolds. Saw workers produce air rifles, play guns, and other toys by Daisy Manufacturing, cameras, watches by U.S. Time, poultry and poultry products for which Arkansas is second in the nation, bicycles by American Machine and Foundry, motors by General Electric, incandescent lamps by Westinghouse, pharmaceuticals and disposable medical supplies by Baxter Laboratories, and components by Teletype. Behind this industrial scene is the Arkansas Industrial Development Commission. Its offices are in the state capitol at Little Rock. One of the AIDC's principal functions is to compile detailed facts, figures, and up-to-the-minute information on Arkansas, available to industry for the asking. And specially trained consultants travel throughout the United States presenting the story of Arkansas and its industrial advantages to hand-picked prospects. Regardless of where or when, the man from AIDC is on the spot to answer whatever questions industry might have. But the role of AIDC doesn't stop here. It continues with a counseling service to all Arkansas industry, providing such information as labor and marketing survey at no cost to industry, and in many cases working closely with local development groups and chambers of commerce. The prospect is brought to the proposed site for a first-hand look. The industrialist quickly sees for himself that the Arkansas of yesterday is no more. It has crossed the threshold of industrial and economic prosperity. It is no longer a diamond in the rough. It has polished itself with deliberate care and is ready to take its place among the leaders of the nation. For this is today's Arkansas, moving ahead.